Hello, I would like to speak to you all about abortion, not telling you that is right or wrong, but making you think if you or anybody else was aborted, could that have changed our world? When I'm done speaking, I want my audience to be able to understand that every baby turns out special and unique in their own way. What gives society the right to end a child's life? All your excuses can't remove the pain that they feel when we decide to take their breath away. Over 40 million babies have been aborted since 1973. Wouldn't you think with 40 million babies, at least one of them who could have reached adulthood could have found the cure for cancer, AIDS, or any number of diseases? Could one of those babies, when turned 35 or older, be the greatest president the United States has ever seen? What we often fail to notice is that any one of these babies could have changed our world in some way, if only by the action of bringing happiness to someone else. I believe that every aborted baby has the right to life. It should not be blamed for our carelessness or punished because of the cruelty that others sometimes inflict on us, such as the instance of rape. Did you know moms of influential people such as Steve Jobs and Tim Tebow had an option to abort their baby? How could that have changed our world? I will also discuss a personal relation to the impact I have not had for being aborted. In 1954, Joanne was a young unmarried college student who discovered that she was pregnant. In the 1950s, her options were limited. She could have an abortion, but the procedure was both dangerous and illegal. She could have gotten married, but she wasn't ready and didn't want to interrupt her education. Joanne opted instead to give birth to the baby and put it up for adoption. And so it was that, in 1955, a college couple named Paul and Carla Jobs adopted a baby boy. Born out of wedlock, they named Stephen, we know him today as Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was an American businessman and visionary, widely recognized as a characteristic pioneer of the personal computer revolution. He was the co-founder, chairman, and chief executive officer of Apple Inc. Jobs was co-founder and previously served as chief executive of Pixar Animation Studios. He became a member of the board of directors of the Walt Disney Company in 2006. In the late 1970s, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak engineered one of the first commercially successful lines of personal computers, the Apple II series. Jobs directed its artistic design and marketing. In 1986, he acquired the computer graphics division of Lucasfilm Ltd., which was spun off as Pixar Animation Studios. He was credited in Toy Story as an executive producer. He renamed CEO and majority shareholder at 50.1% until the acquisition of Walt Disney Company in 2006, making Jobs Disney's largest individual shareholder at 7% and a member of Disney's board of directors. Apple's 1996 buyout of Next brought Jobs back to the company he co-founded, and he served as CEO from 1997 and then became permanent CEO from 2000. Onwards, spearheading of the advent of the iMac, iTunes, iPod, iPhone, and iPad. In buying Next, Apple also acquired the operating system that became Mac OS X. From 2003, Jobs fought an 8-year battle with cancer and eventually resigned as CEO in August 2011. While on his third medical leave, he was then elected chairman of Apple's board of directors. Think about it. Without Steve Jobs, would this technology be available yet? How long would it have been until someone developed some of this technology used in our daily lives? Another example I will present to you is Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow is an American football quarterback for the Denver Broncos of the National Football League. He was drafted by the Broncos as the 25th overall pick in the 2010 NFL Draft. He played college football at the University of Florida. When Tebow's mom, Pam, was pregnant, she suffered a life-threatening infection with a pathogenic amoeba. Because of the drugs used to rouse her from a coma and to treat her dentistry, the The fetus experienced a severe abruption. Doctors had experienced a stillbirth and recommended an abortion to protect her life, but she remained undaunted and refused having an abortion. Tebow played quarterback for Nice High School in Ponte Verde Beach, Florida, and was ranked among the top quarterbacks prospects in the nation as a high school senior. He ultimately chose to attend the University of Florida. Tebow was a dual-threat quarterback, adept at rushing and passing the football. As a college freshman, the Gators coaches largely used him as a change of pace to the team's more traditional passing quarterback. Tebow contributed to the Gators' 2006 college football season as a key backup. During the 2007 season, Tebow was Florida's starting quarterback and became the first college football player to both rush and pass for 20 or more touchdowns in a single season, and the first college sophomore to win the Heisman Trophy. In addition to winning the Heisman Trophy, his 2007 performance earned him the Maxwell Award of the nation's top football player, the Davey O'Brien Award as the nation's best quarterback, and the James E. Civilian Award as the nation's most outstanding amateur athlete in any sport. 2008, Tebow led Florida to its second national championship in 3 years. Many of you know about this huge Tebow craze going out in the NFL. He is a huge role model for any child growing up. He has now set the bar for every NFL quarterback. Those were two good examples of two good people who have made an impact in our world who could have been aborted. I sometimes wonder, have I made an impact? Even though I'm not famous, I began to dwell on this question and became in awe with the results. I do have an impact.